Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Emily, and this week's video is going to be full of recipes and just kind of showing you how I modify the meals that I make for my family into a low carb meal for myself. I don't always do the best on low carb, so some of these you're going to see that there's not a modification, but on a lot of them there is a low carb option. So first up is breakfast. I do fast during the work week, like Monday through Friday. I don't eat until lunchtime. I just drink a lot of water in the mornings and coffee. But on the weekends, I always cook breakfast. So this particular weekend, we had made the hour-long one-way drive to the nearest Walmart, and we had some sausage from Walmart. We live really rural in West Texas, and it's a 1 hour drive to the nearest Walmart and then an hour drive back. So 2 hours round trip. So we try to do that once a month. Anyway, that's besides the point. We also got a ton of eggs. We got 36 eggs while we were there. So that was awesome. But anyway, so this particular day, we just did some sausage and eggs. And I just ate sausage and eggs. And then for my kids, I also made some of that cinnamon swirl toast. They really like that with butter on it and some fruit. And I also gave my husband a little bit of the cinnamon swirl bread. While we're here on the topic of breakfast, I figured I would just show you a couple of other simple breakfast options. So I buy these 0 net carb tortillas. I also get these from Walmart, and I just like to make eggs and throw some vegetables on it and then some kind of breakfast meat. This day it was bacon. Wrap it up in a tortilla, maybe throw some avocado on there, some hot sauce, and eat it that way. So it's delicious, it's simple, and it's relatively low carb. And then my favorite simple breakfast is, of course, avocado toast. My kids will eat this as well. So I just get a low calorie or low carb bread. I toast it, smash up some avocado, and put some seasoned salt or everything but the bagel seasoning, and voila, great breakfast. Something else I've been doing on my low carb journey is taking the Carb Cut Complete from Inno Supps. So Carb Cut Complete is a cutting edge supplement that helps accelerate weight loss by blocking carb absorption using patented natural ingredients. It is designed to block absorption of carbs and sugar, curbs carb cravings, slows down the formation of fat cells, supercharges your metabolism, and keeps blood sugar in check. All of their products are third-party tested, manufactured in GMP certified facilities, and doctor endorsed to ensure the highest quality for their customers. Inno Supps was kind enough to send me a free bottle of Carb Cut Complete to try for my viewers. I'm on my 3rd week and I'm honestly loving it. I can feel my body is not craving as many carbs, which I typically struggle with, like heavy carb cravings. After a few days of low carb, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need bread and pizza and tortillas. But this has really curbed that, and then sugar cravings as well. So I highly, highly recommend this. I will put a link to this in the description box below, and you guys try it out and let me know what you think. So we live in Texas, and in the South on the weekends, you smoke meat or you barbecue something. So on this particular weekend, we smoked a huge brisket. It was awesome. And if you're interested in the recipe for this, I can totally do a video because we literally smoke a brisket like once a month. So this hunk of meat here lasted us for several days. We gave some to my father-in-law, some to my other in-laws, and then we also had a ton of leftovers with it. So we did brisket sandwiches one day. We did brisket wraps with sauerkraut on them. That was really good. We did brisket tacos, brisket stuffed sweet potatoes. My kids love this. So it's just It's a lot of bang for your buck. We go to Walmart, like I said earlier, once a month, and we look for meat deals, and this brisket was on sale. So we smoked this, and it lasted us like 3 or 4 days after we smoked it. So it was definitely worth the time and the money and the effort. I don't think I need to walk you through this one either because it's another day of smoking meat. So this day we did some smoked pork ribs. So this night we literally just ate off of a cutting board. I'm all about fewer dishes. And speaking of fewer dishes, let's talk about some sheet pan meals. All right, word to the wise. This is a flat iron steak. This is the second most tender cut of meat, of beef, that there is. My husband is an extension agent. They just put on a beef seminar and had a beef specialist come down from Texas A&M, and he went to our grocery store and was just flabbergasted that our flat iron steaks were so cheap. So this was our first time buying this, and we were pleasantly surprised. It turned out very, very tender, and we buy them every time we go to the store now. So pretty cheap meat, very tender, easy to cook. Go see what the prices are at your store. So along with this steak, I just did some asparagus with tomatoes from our garden and some blue cheese on top of it. There's something about tomatoes and green beans, or tomatoes and asparagus with a little blue cheese or feta cheese that, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things. And like a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette, it's amazing. Try it. And then I just did some hand cut potato fries with onions. My mom makes these all the time, and I've learned from her over the years, and my kids love these. So I did eat some fries this evening because they were so delicious, but luckily I had my carb cut complete, and hopefully didn't absorb all those carbs that I was ingesting with those potato fries. So I have a garden, and it is producing like crazy. So on this night, we had a ton of squash and zucchini that we just needed to do something with. So we were going to smoke these chicken thighs anyway. So we just chopped them up into like little strips and smoked them as well. They turned out amazing. And then we also did some jalapeno poppers. I've made those a ton on my channel. Just stuff them with cream cheese, wrap them in bacon. And we ended up just sticking this whole pan on the smoker, and we smoked those as well. So really easy cleanup. Everything stayed on pans except the chicken, and it was just a really great meal. Since I mentioned my pride and joy, my garden, I figured I'd show you guys a little picture of her and some of her produce that she's been producing for us. And I'm just now realizing that I'm referring to her as a her, so I guess it's a she. My lunch for today, it's just some of this spring mix, lettuce, and baby greens. And then I put some tomatoes from my garden, some black olives, there's olives up down in there, some chicken that we grilled last night, and a little ranch dressing. And there she is. I'm starving. I fasted this morning, so I made a big giant salad. All right, more jalapeno poppers because my garden is producing just an insane amount of jalapenos, and then more squash and zucchini. I do cook it different here. Because I'm getting huge squash and zucchini pretty much every day out of my garden. And then along with that, I just did a pork tenderloin. I popped it on this roasting pan and cooked it according to the package directions. It was really, really good. One way that my kids will eat squash and zucchini is if I stick a bunch of butter on it and cheese, and I kind of disguise it that way. I also enjoy it this way as well. That's how my mom cooked it when I was a kid. So this is just how I did it this day. Another little carb saving hack, I use butternut squash instead of noodles when we have spaghetti.